Hello, 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 everybody, everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, let's chat, chill, and vent. This is just a chat and chill live stream. I'm chatting and chilling. It is a little bit dark in here. That's because remember I told you about Paku's cage. We're gonna be opening my windows every so often, and yeah, we'll see Paku's cage in a sec. And this is like I said, this is a chat and chill. So we're just whoever joins, we just chill, chat, talk about something. You know, everybody wants to know how I've been, and everything is online. You know. But yeah, this is Paku's cage with the this kind of lighting. I think it's almost gonna be 1 week from now, and I will put the cage up. I believe it'll be not this week, but next week, and I'm gonna put the cage in my closet. It's gonna get me sad. But at the same time, I have recuperated. I have kept my mind busy, surprisingly. No, that really is surprisingly. You know, my grief for Paku was kind of I don't even know how to put it because there was a lot going on during my life that I didn't really have enough time to grief at all. Like for the past Paku's been gone for like 4 months and some change. And yeah, I was sad, but at the same time, I had a whole bunch of stuff going on in my life that kind of put me down in the dumps, and all that's online as well. But yeah, I still do miss him every once in a while. I think about, him, but, there's nothing really I can do. I'm not going to go run out and go get another bird. My neighbors have some kittens that they're just literally chilling, like literally chilling outside. And I've been chilling outside with them. There's like 12 kittens, I believe. And I've been chilling. I've been chilling with the kittens. And last night, I was like, I want to take one cat in because there's the one kitten that really got me going. And it's like, I kept him with me. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. But I kept him with me last night. And I just watched some TV, watched some YouTube, and then had him like on my chest. He was so cute. And that's the only one I got adopted to. The other ones, I did get adopted to the other ones, but they all have their own ways. But yeah. Hello, welcome in. But yeah, guys, this has been a journey of a week. No, not a week. I gotta say, I kind of want to vent on something in a bit because it's kind of like it's something that affected me like completely, and I was thinking about it. But next year in 2027, guys, I can't believe it, and I feel so good. I feel so great. But next year in 2027, I'm gonna be single for 10 years. And I am so proud of myself for making it 10 years single. Literally. Just so proud. And hello, welcome in. Don't be shy. Come say hi. And I just feel so good. And I feel like I could conquer this. And I know I can conquer a couple of more months. I could say like maybe 6 months, 7 months more. But another thing that tested my boundary, and I gotta say, I have changed a lot through these 3 months, guys. I have noticed myself change. I'm gonna open the window, one of the blinds. We'll do this one. It is light, but I have noticed myself change completely. Also, this is Paku's cage and one little lighting. I got some stuff over there too that I need to move, waters and stuff. But I gotta say, I feel so much of a different person than ever. I have told myself this too, and I have talked to myself saying, wow, I actually am breaking a whole bunch of rules of mine. And one of my rules that I had broken and that I just feel completely annoyed. I mean, I'm not annoyed, but it's kind of sticky situation. But it's like I have a rule that I do not want to hang out with coworkers that work with me now. I feel like leaving coworkers for coworkers and then having fun with coworkers, I don't want, because I don't want to have a mixed emotion to where it's like they saw you in party mode and then now you go back to work and you have to do business. Like it's just it kind of I don't know. It's just a high boundary for me that it's like it affects me a lot, like a lot. And I was like, you know what? My mind is changing. I'm changing. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I said to myself, let's hang out with a coworker, some coworker. I don't know what coworker, just somebody that asks me. And I've been talking to one of my coworkers for since he was I don't know. It was just like break room talk, and then we just started talking, and like I can say that I kind of I want to hang out with him. He's that type of person where it's like I want to know more about you. I want to hang out with you. Like I begged him for his number because literally usually it's like the opposite where it's like, "Hey, what's your number?" There's something about him just like something about I have a feeling with you know who, my grandma's neighbor. I feel that same connection. That same connection, and I told myself, I said, "Oh man," but at the same time I have to structure myself because it's not him, it's not my grandma's neighbor, and he's not doing any substances or anything like that, and he doesn't do that stuff, or which I don't think because I see this person at work. So I'm like, okay, I just want to get to know him. And I broke my rule. I told him, when are we going to hang out? And I said, I want to hang out with you really bad. Don't know when. He's like, I do too. And plus that, in this scenario right now, he's has another job, so he's leaving, but he's gonna do 1 day out of a week at my job. So it's kind of like a good situation because I won't be able to see him at work all the time. So it's just like I'm hanging out with a coworker that I probably barely see now because he's switching jobs. But I broke my rule and I said, F it. Let's go. Let's do this. One mysterious day last week, he texted me because it was not even raining. It was okay. He texted me that you want to hang out, which was his last day, which is Thursday. And I said, I was eking to myself. Like, I was, I couldn't believe he actually asked me out to go out. And I'm like, what? I just couldn't. But then again, it was raining and pouring, and I told him it's raining, I don't know if I want to go out anywhere. And then he's like, whenever I sent you that text message, it wasn't raining. And I was like, oh man, he's not gonna want to go out then, that's what I feel. So After that, he said, "You still want to go out?" And I was like, "Whoa, yes, of course, of course." But I was eking. I really thought he was gonna bail out. That's funny. Hello, hello, welcome in. This is a chat chill live stream. If you join and you want to talk, go ahead. For right now, I'm kind of like just yapping, venting out, just vent. But yeah, so I got so nervous. I really did because I'm hanging out. Gonna hang out with a coworker. I got me nervous. And like I had like almost a panic attack. That's how nervous I was. And then I noticed that my cameras were out and the electricity was out because it rained, but not that hard. But for some reason, I was thinking the electricity was out because my cameras weren't on. And he's like, where can we go? Where do you want to go? And I was like, how? Honestly, I didn't even know because I froze. But we end up going to Taqueria Ronda's for a couple of drinks, and then I was like, I text my neighbor to see if her lights were on. She said, yeah, because I had an idea that I wanted to go to the bar with my coworker, and I really did want to, I tell him all the time about my bar, and I tell him, let's go, and one day you should hang out with me, blah blah blah, and the time has came, and we finally, after quite some time, we came home, and the lights weren't off. It was just the internet, but I can tell you, I loved it. I loved the connection that we had. Like I don't know if I should say loved, but I like the connection that we had. I put another window. This is Paku's cage in this kind of window circumstance. But yeah, just the connection that we have. And I know we both been drinking and stuff, so it makes sense the emotions are kind of mixed. But and it's funny too because my grandma's neighbor was there. Now I had no idea. I had no idea. We meet sometimes, we meet at the bar all of a sudden. He's there when I'm there. I didn't know, but I knew for sure I was gonna be okay because I'm with this guy. But I can tell in my grandma's neighbor's face that he was absolutely jealous and it hurt him. It absolutely hurt him. And I'm not seeing my coworker like that, like we're going out that kind of way. We just went out because he asked me, and we're just basically kind of like on my first date that I've never had. And it's all like my grandma's neighbor kept looking and looking and looking at me like he did not keep his eyes off of me at all. This happened on Thursday. It was a jazz night, and it was just so crazy because I can tell he was hurting so bad. It's so hard to explain, but I know he was. And yeah, it didn't feel good because he hurt me so bad, and I want to hurt him so bad, but not physical, but psychologically. Because the mind is so crazy that you can trick the mind. But psychologically, I'm damaging him, and I'm so glad. But on with my coworker. Um, After that night, I had a connection. Me and him stayed out until we came home because he didn't want to be at the bar, so we came home. I came home. He didn't want to come upstairs. I can tell you that this person, and I'm just gonna say it here on the internet because if anybody knows me by now, they know how I feel about love, loving someone, and loving a feeling. It's like a sticky situation. But I can see this person being in my life. That's the freaking weirdest thing I've ever felt. And I'm not saying it's just like my grandma's neighbor, but it feels like that without the other stuff. And I told myself, I said, oh, I don't want to get hurt. I really, 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 really don't want to get hurt again. So my guard is up. I don't want to get hurt. So I'm just trying to balance that. And we'd had a conversation in the car about like relationships and stuff. I told him he doesn't want to be in a relationship, and I'm telling him nor do I. I just want to get to know you, in that particular way, just get to know each other. And I don't know. I can say yes, my standards are high. My standards are freaking high with a person. And I can see that he wants to grow and develop. He's trying to grow and develop. And that's what puts me into complete turn on mode. When people are trying to develop themselves and work on themselves and pull forward, that is just so sexy to me. So I told him that I'm full force. I'm not giving all my energy like I did with Carlos. I mean, with my grandma's neighbor. I'm not giving that energy like that anymore. I have my guard up. I'm telling him that he can get through this. He can do this. He can conquer it, just like I told my grandma's neighbor. I know I have a lot of energy to give to someone about doing things and getting things done. But I don't want it to waste my energy, all that, for someone that doesn't care back. And I know he cares. He tells me all the time, I like you, but it's like it's not the right moment kind of thing. And that's kind of like, it's okay. I like him too. And it's like, I've still got my boundary to where it's like I need to be 10 years single. But guys, you just never know, guys. In life, it happens. I can say I like his persona and where it's going. He might not be the best, but I can see potential in him. And that's why I see a whole bunch of potential in a whole bunch of people. And I talked about this on my live stream a long time ago. Hello, welcome in. And I talked about this on my live stream a while back about, how we do need to have believe in ourselves. A lot of people put you down, guys. A lot of people can put you down. And that's the same thing. Maybe I should have told him the same way about, like, because he says that he has a negative family, and this family is so negative and tries to bring each other down and blah, blah, blah. So you're telling me your family is narcissistic? And it's all like, sometimes you don't want to be around those kind of people, narcissistic people, because they'll bring you down. And myself is up. So that's where he doesn't want me to get hurt because of his family bringing people down, being narcissistic. So it's like, I understand that level. I'm trying to keep my distance. I have texted him every single day for the past week. And then I left a gap. So Friday and Saturday, I have not texted him. He texts me. And he's not a texter either. He's not a texter or a caller. He just leaves his phone alone. Like, you're not even looking at his phone. So it's all like, oh. And we've been connecting, texting. We don't know, guys. I always say I love life because we don't know when's the next chapter going to be. I love life, and I love the experience of finding new opportunities, finding new things, meeting new people, I just enjoy it so much that it's so beautiful. Life is just so beautiful. People just gotta open their eyes and realize, it's pretty sad that people don't. It really is. But yeah, enough of that talk. That was a little bit. I wanted to make a whole video about that. But I'm like, we'll see what happens. Because this chapter in my life, I can feel like, you know, it's gonna be another journey. But I have to stay strong. No matter what journey it's gonna be, if it's a good journey, bad journey, a learning journey, you still gotta be strong. I gotta have my guard up no matter what. You know? Alright, that is the last of the curtain being open. And this is Paku's cage. Right there. I do not know if I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I did skip a day of doing a live stream. The Thursday? Wednesday. When I was off. I just wanted to relax. I wanted to watch a movie, relax, enjoy myself. Cause like today I'll have time to relax, but I feel like it's kind of rushed. Cause I'll go to the bar later on this Saturday. I'll go to the bar every Saturday. And it looks like my schedule is being a little tweaked next week. So that's gonna be different. I have went to my bar every Saturday for the past about 3 months. I've had Saturdays off. And I saw my schedule next week, but he's got to do some tweaking because he's not sure if it's going to be like that. But I'm working on a Saturday, and kind of throws me off. Like, I guess it's time to switch up. Maybe that's what the universe is saying, and just like hold back of us one Saturday at least. That's gonna be different. But if I don't go on Saturday, I'll go on Friday. I'll go on one day out of the week. I'm not sure when, but that's another spaz of change. And yeah, sometimes I do get overwhelmed on a Saturday. Like, okay, I gotta go to the bar, blah blah blah. Sometimes last week I didn't want to go. And then I got some alcohol in me and I was like, yeah, let's go because I want to chill or to relax with my homies. So I don't want to take that away from myself. That enjoying life. And I don't want to be like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird, sticky. But yeah, guys. I don't know what else is new besides that. It's just been very hot. Very, very hot, guys. Ooh, wait. I did lose weight. I did lose weight. Everybody keeps saying, oh my God, you lost weight. You have lost weight. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I know I feel like I have. I really do. And that's what's good, I don't know how I'm doing the same things. Like, I do sit-ups and push-ups approximately for 5 minutes or so every day for the past year and a half or so. So I don't know how I'm just drastically just lost weight. I think about 3 pounds probably. I feel better. I kind of want to still go to a park and jog or walk the track, something of that nature. I don't know. The time has well, actually the heat. Oh, hello, welcome in. Don't be shy, come say hi. The heat, man, the heat is just exhausting, guys. Oh, I can't get over it. I feel like I got into my summer body with this heat. Oh, man. It has been very hot. Very, very hot. I got a new dash camera, though. Because I took Jenna out. I took Jenna out, so my dash camera I've been having for like about a year or so. It's been good, fair. It's just like the two sides are black and white and not fully HD. This is black and white. So I installed one of the dash cameras, a new one. I have the other one. At the same time, as I like, damn. I have two dash cameras right now rolling. The new one is like full force. It's, the new one has 5 cameras in the front. Wait, is that 5 cameras? 2 sides, 1 front. Okay, yeah, four cameras. And then the rear, which I have to figure out the rear because the adhesive is just too hot. And the adhesive like takes off. And I'm concerned too about the little suction cup. Because my dash camera, the last one, it was just too hot that the suction cup just kept falling and falling and falling. But yeah, guys, it's Chat and Chill Live. I hope I work tomorrow because I do want to see my coworker, what I just mentioned in the video, because he only works Sundays now. Even if not, you know, I want to hang out with him again. He's cool beans. We don't even have to hang out at the bar. We can just hang out somewhere in a restaurant, you know. I'm hoping if tomorrow he's at work and I'm not at work, I hope tomorrow he'll be like, you know, want to hang out. Literally. That's how kind of attached that I am with him. It's similar to my grandma's neighbor. I still gotta have my guard up. I really do. But that's what life is. You live and you learn. And that's the fun part about life. Living and learning and coping through craziness and feelings and heartbreak and just like, it's just so amazing, guys. But yeah, I'll be here for a couple of more minutes. It is 7:15 right now. Hello, welcome. Don't be shy. Come say hi. Chat Chill live stream venting. I'll put my covers on my my bed in a few minutes when I get off. Clean my apartment and go through some paperwork and stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm actually gonna put Paku's little urn up now in the living room. That's Paku's urn. I'm actually gonna put it in the living room because we're 1 week away until basically the cage goes in the closet. I'm hoping I could put the cage in the closet. Yeah, I think so. But I do want to sanitize it some more, bleach it. I cleaned it out, but hey, deep clean. I really wish my coworker could be like, come with me every Saturday if he didn't have to work on a Sunday in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna chill, relax, hang out with my homies at the bar tonight. So we should be Gucci. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. This is a Chat Chill live stream. I do these often to get people inside to see what's going on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.